In our fair land, there reigned a king who needed the best of everything. His cars, his house, and all his land were always sumptuous and grand. His queen, the hottest of them all. The media were in his thrall. There always are those virtuous few holdouts for the right thing to do. But those weren't welcome at the castle because their views were such a hassle.
In comes I, King Guy the Great, the guy that people imitate. I have the biggest castle ever, and my giant brain makes me so clever I never needed any schools. Teachers are such boring fools. The king before me wasn't so hot. When I took over, the country got much richer and much bigger too. That's something only I could do. I have the best staff anywhere. They run the country with one care. My polling numbers always soar. What king could ever ask for more? Ah, here's my wife. She's an 11. One look at her and I'm in heaven. Her handmaid's quite a dish as well, but I can't say that. She'd give me hell.
In comes I, Queen Arabella. Yes, my dear, you're quite a fella. With the wealth and power you can show, who could dare to tell you no? It didn't work for me.
I am your handmaid and your friend. Be honest, he's gone round the bend. He's moody as a little child. Criticism drives him wild.
You be quiet now. Show some respect. When it's important, I do object.
At first, I thought him kind of cute, but you know, he can be a brute. He sulks and pouts to get his way, unless his whims can win the day.
Well, my husband thinks that he's the best. I need to play along, unless I want him to sulk for days on end.
That's why I hired my pollster friend. My job as Royal Chief of Staff is to present in simple graphs what love we feel for our dear king. We want to give him everything. With slanted polls and biased news, the truth is shielded from his view. When he watches his TV, he only hears voices that agree.
In comes I, the pollster wise, no need to guess, hope, or surmise. My skills can make your data dance. I never leave things up to chance. My careful choice of leading words makes folks sign on to thoughts absurd. Thus I create a poll result that cheers King Guy and all his cult. We often hide the truth from him. It isn't hard because he's dim. He wants to hear the best, the top. I must comply, I dare not stop. The lying that my job entails is messier than reading entrails.
But with the press at my command, that he sing the praise the king demands. There were some holdouts, to be sure, but money is a powerful cure for honesty. The few skeptics who remain are circling the proverbial drain. Their honest colleagues were exiled, all to protect this royal child. King Guy's ego is so tender, why, I am his guardian, his nurse, his mender. For compensation, I have power that lifts me higher than any tower. The price of my support is dear. It's pay for play, and the line forms here. Sire, the people love your tariffs and the newest batch of sheriffs. The prison project's going strong. We'll have results before too long. Your polling numbers are on the move. The public can't help but approve. Your brilliance does outshine the sun. They say you are the chosen one.
There's nothing I would rather hear than a stadium ringing with happy cheers. But I can't hold a rally every day. At least that's what my advisors say. Your graph pictures will be second best, but hang them up beside the rest, next to my portraits in golden frames, and ads for products that trumpet my name. You know, I've always been a builder. Policies make me bewildered. But whenever my decisions lead to building things, like prisons, it's obvious how well I've done to keep our country number one.
I don't believe what I am hearing. Our best people are disappearing. Dismissed from service to the nation, it's damaging our reputation. We used to hire the best and brightest. Now it's just the white and whitest.
I promised I would drain the swamp. That project was an easy romp. I gave the court a detox cleanse. I fired them all and hired my friends. No need to pay for high-priced elites. I saved big bucks. That's quite a feat.
I see your courtiers are well groomed, but the way they act, our kingdom is doomed. The people struggle day to day, while rich folks spend their time at play.
I head the royal treasury. The kingdom's money stays with me. With taxes lower for the rich, the common people tend to bitch, but I keep the money rolling in. I praise the king with a positive spin and stash it all in a safe place that I can empty without a trace. In case there's an emergency, I'll be out of here with urgency.
My golf game was rained out again today. I need a drier place to play. Maybe a huge tent over my favorite course to protect my robotic horse. I look like a general astride, not so like some schmo with a cart to ride. I survey the course commanding, a perfect image for my branding.
Sire, the people love you on your horse. They don't know what it cost, of course. This king spends money like it's water instead of doing what he oughter.
I'm sick of playing the same old holes while staring at my soaring poles. I'd like to take a trip or three and see some places overseas. But if I go off on a vacation, who will run our lovely nation? I need someone to fill my throne while I take my nose off the grindstone. If I tell the queen, she'll say that I should not run away. But I have made such awesome laws. Whatever I do, I hear applause. I've earned a break. I want to rest. How can I do it? That's your test.
Sire, we could use a body double to save you from this domestic trouble. You could take off without a trace and leave him as your public face. Just pack your bags and board your jet. Enjoy yourself with no regret.
Oh, in comes I, the stand-in king. I'm ready to do anything. The king's clothes fit me like a glove. It's time to serve this place I love. But I'm actually a knight from the deep state. I'll thwart the king and all his works. His court full of crooks and jerks. Given this chance, I'll repair the damage he's done everywhere.
With little time and much to lose, the impostor shares his views, enacting his philosophies as massive social policies. How will the folks in power react? How long till they see through his act?
Faux News broadcasting here, spreading the King's news far and near. The King's news economic cure will tax the rich to aid the poor. Climate change, he says, is real. Immigrants can think and feel. Healthcare is a human right. Ugh, he's giving me a fright.
What did he say? Just hang on here. These crazy rants fill me with fear. This is all wrong. How can I cope? The poor are finding cause for hope while all my rich friends shake and shiver. They need our help. Can we deliver?
We've benefited from his disruption, but now he's fighting against corruption? Suddenly he's Robin Hood, crusading for the common good.
Numbers on this backup king are now exceeding anything our real king has ever earned. I'm starting to become concerned. I like to see the people pleased, but when the king gets back, he'll squeeze these programs till they're gone. Again, what will the people's voice say then?
I don't know what's possessed my lord, but while he goes out of his gourd with new ways to improve our land, I think that he is rather grand. It's been a trial over all the years, coddling him through all his fears. Now he's improving our fair nation and sparking up our cohabitation. Some people say he sounds demented, but as for me, I'm quite contented.
It's hard to watch him cause you pain, but now you start to smile again. While I suspect some kind of trick, I have to say, I hope it sticks.
Are you enjoying your time at play? How long do you plan to stay away?
I've got a spa and a golf course here where I can ride my robot horse. I watch my rallies on the cloud. I love to hear those cheering crowds. But the biggest problem I can see is the king they cheer for isn't me. His poll numbers are rising high. Will they forget that I'm their guy? I should address my people soon before he promises them the moon. And while I'm away from everything, I miss the chant, "Long live the king."
We can set up a royal address so you can speak without the press.
My people, it is I, your guy, the one on which you can rely. To tighten borders, great and small, I do it to protect you all.
The body double king would like to speak to the people next. What cheek!
I'm opening the borders wide, so everyone can come inside to share our land that's great and free. 3 cheers for my monarchy.
Oh, that really angered the real king. This new guy will say anything.
I'm locking down the country tight so you can all sleep through the night. No immigrants, not young or old. They only want to steal our gold.
This can't go on. They contradict. We cannot both loosen and constrict our laws at one and the same time. So is border crossing fair or a crime?
A universal basic wage will get us all on the same page.
The king will never stand for that. I'll get him to the podium. Stat.
No handouts, no payments for free. You'll have to earn your keep like me.
My love, I can't keep up with you. Just tell us what you want to do. I worry that you've changed your mind so often that you're not aligned with what I'd call reality. Would you talk to a doctor for me?
Hello, hello. Are we 6 feet apart? You're very small. I see. We're on shrink or on Zoom, aren't we? That's why I'm so small. Okay, in comes I, the royal shrink. It's funny, I'm small, I'm the shrink. Man, I really need a drink. This king is spinning like a top. I wish his speeches would just stop. He can't agree for even one day which policies should go or stay. From right to left, he keeps on swerving. These reversals are quite unnerving. Perhaps there was some childhood trauma he's remembered that sparked this drama. Is a father's approval always so hard to find? The goal that's sought by his thrashing mind? Could drugs or shock or time with me restore the king to sanity? Now, I did once cure a man who thought, poor sod, that he was the living God. And there was another who thought he was the devil. I helped him get back on the level. But which of this king's selves is sane, or are they both one scrambled, addled brain? For his own safety, I suggest a period of extended rest. Yes, perhaps some golfing and good food will help restore his jovial mood.
I don't need another break. I need to rule, for heaven's sake.
If this king turns down vacation, he needs mental recalibration. Just go along, my dear. Relax. I'll manage things till you get back. I just don't sit and watch the king. I've got a plan on many things to boost employment, support the poor, help sick folks with effective cures, save the climate and the earth. While he's away, I'll approve my work.
The queen promotes consistent laws. She doesn't share her husband's flaws. The people love her, that is clear. I think that we should keep her here.
But are your numbers real or real? I don't trust your polling zeal.
Now, I take the country's pulse each day, and now I can truly report the way the people truly see their ruler. The king is out, the queen is cooler.
Hello, my little turtle dove.
It's good to hear your voice, my love.
I'm well and stronger by the hour. Here's how to make our kingdom flower. I want to share the throne with you. Think of the great things we can do.
What kind of things do you intend? Should the nation save or spend?
We should use our funds to aid the poor, the hungry, the betrayed. The people's voice should be our guide. What's next? We'll let the polls decide.
Come join me then. We'll share the throne. No one should ever rule alone. If anyone has too much power, even the best ideas can sour. We'll work together. With our talents, we'll bring the nation back to balance.
For your first official act, please fire that chief of staff and all he's hired.
Yes, we need a new team to lead. Fire the lot. My dear, proceed. Our way forward now is clear. We'll serve the people starting here.
We'll leave you with a question now. Which of the kings did the queen allow to share the throne, the land, her bed? Or were both kings inside one head? You'll have to guess, because I won't say. Perhaps they'll let you know next May.